if you're someone experiencing hair loss, then you've probably heard of DHT blockers. Together, we're going to explore why DHT blockers are important to address your hair loss. We're also going to explore treatment options, both organic as well as medical. As a hair surgeon, I frequently get asked by my patients, why is my hair falling out? Well, guess what? DHT, dihydrotestosterone, happens to be a major contributor for why your hair is falling out. Now, DHT is a derivative of testosterone. So testosterone gets converted by an enzyme 5-alpha reductase to DHT. And DHT floats around our body, and during puberty, it's important for our growth. But later in life, it can have a major impact on hair loss for both men and women, contributing to androgenetic alopecia. So the whole idea of DHT blockers is to block that enzyme 5-alpha reductase to decrease the amount of DHT floating in your bloodstream, impacting hair loss on your scalp. The first organic DHT blocker I want to take a close look at with you is saw palmetto. Now, saw palmetto can sometimes be found in either capsule or tablet form. There's also saw palmetto frequently in shampoos. Now, if you're using saw palmetto in the tablet or capsule form, I recommend making sure that you're picking a product that has a high concentration of fatty acids. That's going to be very important for the absorption of saw palmetto into your body. Now, you're going to want to take anywhere from 160 milligrams to 320 milligrams of saw palmetto on a regular routine basis. And you really have to be consistent. Regardless of whatever hair medication you use, whether it's an organic option or a medical option, you have to be consistent. Now, there was a study that looked at 1 milligram of finasteride in comparison to 320 milligrams of saw palmetto. And this was a group of 100 men that took both of these medications separately over a 24-month period. And what they discovered was that 38% of men reported that they had a significant impact in the growth and density of their hair after taking saw palmetto, in comparison to 68% of men who reported that they had increased hair growth with finasteride. This is a great study because it demonstrates that you can take an organic substance like saw palmetto and it can have an impact on your hair growth. So if you're someone who does not want to take medication like finasteride, saw palmetto potentially is a great option for you. Another natural DHT blocker to consider is pumpkin seed oil. Now, you can find this as a soft gel capsule. There was a study done looking at men who had androgenetic alopecia, male pattern baldness, who took pumpkin seed oil over a 24-month period, and 40% of these men reported that they had a significant improvement in the density and growth of their hair. So again, another great option if you're looking for a natural DHT blocker. Now, if you're someone who likes to drink green tea like me, you're going to like this one because there is an extract that comes from green tea called EGCG that has an impact in decreasing the 5-alpha reductase activity, thereby decreasing the DHT causing hair loss. You can find EGCG in a capsule or tablet form, so you can take that on a daily basis. Sometimes you even find this in shampoos or conditioners, and sometimes EGCG is mixed in with other hair loss medications. Rosemary oil might be the most popular organic hair loss solution that I get asked about all the time. And I actually made an entire video about rosemary oil that I encourage you to check out. But what I want to illustrate in this video is that there is some evidence, though very minuscule, that rosemary oil might play a role as a natural blocker to prevent a buildup of DHT. Our discussion would not be complete unless we talked about medical treatment options that require prescriptions to lower that floating DHT causing hair loss. And the first medication to explore is finasteride. Finasteride is the most common prescribed medication for hair loss in the entire world. Patients tend to start on 1 milligram. The other medication that I commonly prescribe in my office is dutasteride. It's a stronger version, essentially, of finasteride. It binds that 5-alpha reductase enzyme more significantly. So there are studies to support that it has a better impact in terms of stimulating new hair growth. Now, I know there's a lot of concern about taking these medications because of the potential impact it can have in terms of impotence, sexual drive, as well as decrease in sperm count. These medications are very, very safe. In fact, I'm on one of these medications, and I've been taking it for years. But if you do experience any erectile dysfunction, you can stop these medications and the symptoms will completely resolve. In fact, I should illustrate there's never been any studies done to demonstrate that these medications actually cause erectile dysfunction. Very commonly, the side effects are because of psychological reasons and fear that you're going to get erectile dysfunction or sexual issues from taking these medications. The other thing to illustrate, though, is that if you do go on these medications and you're thinking about getting pregnant, I would go off of the medications just because of the decreased potential in sperm count. The other thing to point out about finasteride and dutasteride is you can get these in topical or foam forms, and they work really well to block DHT when applied to the scalp on a consistent basis. The last medication that I would recommend to you is Ketoconazole Shampoo, and you can't get this as 1% concentration over the counter, but you really need a prescription to get 2%, which I think is more effective. And there is some evidence that Ketoconazole Shampoo is effective in terms of lowering DHT levels on the scalp. If you decide to use Ketoconazole Shampoo in your hair loss routine, I recommend applying it 2 to 3 times a week. Really scrub it into your scalp, leave it there 5 minutes before you wash your hair. Not only will it act as a potential DHT blocker, but it will also help improve your scalp health. As you can clearly see, there's a lot of great options for DHT blockers, both organic as well as medical. Medical is always my first line, but if you're someone who has side effects to medications, you don't want to use medications, or if you're pregnant, I think the natural option is a great option, and there's some evidence to really support that these natural DHT blockers do in fact work. If you have any questions about DHT that I have not addressed or hair loss, please leave them in the comments below. I really make a big effort to address a lot of your questions, and I'm so excited to have you part of this community. And again, I'm here on your journey to help you address your hair loss.